Welcome to QSR Nation, your weekly dose of food service marketing tips and business strategies for success. Here's your hosts, Josh Anderson, Beth Oots, and Anthony Pierce from the PFS Brands National Headquarters.
Hey everybody, welcome back to QSR Nation with your hosts Josh, Beth, and Tony here from PFS Brands in Holt Summit, Missouri, here to talk about food service marketing and business strategies for success. Now in the past episodes, we've always talked about upselling, suggested selling, and things like that, to help your employees, increase your revenue. But we really need to talk about employee training and kind of getting on a schedule as a manager about weekly or even bi-weekly going through your employees and teaching them new tactics and tools, or just refreshing some of the things you've already taught them to keep them fresh and keep selling. So I don't know how I'm going to transition this.
We can just go with that.
How about just let me help you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? Finding trends within your business is key to making sure that you understand what's going to appeal to your customers. So if you understand that there's a trend that on Tuesdays you're not selling a lot of drinks, or you're not selling a lot of items out of your hot case, or anything just in general, make sure that you use those to your advantage, because hey, on Tuesdays I'm going to start doing double punch drinks, or I'm going to be offering a special incentive or another discount on my chicken program that I'm going to be running. Just use those to your advantage, understanding those trends, and then letting your customers know, have them have a buy in the game of, okay, we know that we don't have as many customers come in on this day or during these times, and figuring out what you can do to start raising awareness and getting more people in the door at all times.
By talking to your employees, those weekly training pieces, you can gather a lot of that information. Asking them, what are you seeing? I mean, yeah, we all have data, and we all can look at, what our traffic counts are and our transaction counts are and things. But really take that time to engage with your employees and get their input. I mean, there was, Beth brought up, doing like a double punch Tuesday if you're having, for a loyalty card program, if you've got a, slow day on drinks or whatever. There's a manager at a service station that had said that, they had a switch up. They used to do 5 punches, then you get your 6th drink free. We have loyalty card programs for buy 9 get your 10th meal free. But they switched up to that where we had to buy I think it was 9 drinks, get your 10th one free. And they had a lot of pushback because they had such a large jump. And he caught one of his employees doing a double punch for friends, but rather than use that as an opportunity to smack down that employee and make a horrible situation escalate there, he saw it as an opportunity to take their customer's frustration and of feeling that they were slighted and turn it into a profitable one. And so when they confronted the employee about it, they said, hey, this is the pushback I'm getting, customers are complaining, so this is why I'm doing it. So they really wound up, through that interaction with the employee, creating a solution to a problem that they weren't even realizing that they were having. So, keeping that constant engagement with the employees through a weekly training gives you an opportunity for dialogue with them to make sure you're staying in touch with everything that's going on from a consumer engagement standpoint as well.
It's a good point, Tony. I just finished reading a book last night, and they were talking about loyalty programs and how you can kind of use psychology behind how your customers are responding and interaction with your employees. So the premise was there was a car wash company, and they had eight car washes to get your 9th one free. They did a split test, and they did that one program. And the other program they did 10 punches, but they gave you first 2 free. So it seems like you're getting something out of it while you still required 8 car washes to get 1 free. And they had only a 18% return rate on the 8-hole punch return and a 35% on the 2 free one. So it's just like the psychology about it, about how your customers like to, I guess, so to speak, they would rather start ahead on a long journey than start on a short journey from scratch. So it's like really talking through psychology with your employees and like really getting the feedback about how your customers are responding to things you have out there.
Yeah, I mean, how a customer feels and interprets a program can make or break it, If they feel that you're giving them something with the 2 free punches to get started with, like you said, it's a shorter journey for them in their mind, even though it's still the same distance, to achieve that reward. So you're having those opportunities there, keeping that engagement up, and really learning from your customers through your employees. I mean, that's how you're going to continue to be successful and just keep that weekly dialogue with those employees or daily dialogue with them, but definitely, refreshers about training processes, whether it's how to build a chicken sandwich or just how to run through register processes to keep the customer interaction, the customer experience fresh and fast is going to be really, really key.
Yeah, for sure. If you have any questions about how to help improve, train your employees or anything whatsoever, just reach out to us at mdf@pfsbrands.com. And while we might have started this podcast talking about employee training, which is very important, always take that same time and pre-schedule time in your calendar to make sure you are conversing with your employees and getting their feedback and therefore making wiser marketing decisions. So that's all we have for today, guys. And until next time, for Josh, Beth, and Tony, we'll see you later.
Stop by next week for another QSR Nation episode or visit pfsbrands.com.